TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Brandon, I'd like to know of all the wrestlers that you managed, who was your favorite charge?
That's like asking Bob Costas what his favorite team is. You see so many games. I tell you, everybody I managed, I really can't think of anybody I really had a problem with. I managed some of the greatest stars in this business. Paul Orndorff, Harvey Race and I were together in 1967 in Minneapolis. I can't even tell you what happened there. But you can read about the police files. But no, and I managed Harvey, I managed Orndorff. I never had the pleasure of managing Greg, because we were different territories at different times. Boy, they were all different. Andre was different than Stud. Stud was different than Blackjack Lanza. Lanza was different than Orndorff. They were all different guys. Kurt Hennig was a tremendous friend of mine and a star. And there were just so many guys. You can't really say which was your favorite. They're all different stories. They were all fun. They really were. I enjoy what I did.
Anybody have a question? What's your name?
I'm Scott. I'm curious to know, who was the wrestler you wish you would have had a feud with that you never had an opportunity to? For anybody.
Anybody?
I wish I would have had a feud with Eddie Guerrero. Really. Chavo Jr.
Yeah.
Him or Benoit. He's a little too big for me. He had more muscles. Ricky Starr, you probably don't know him. Guys like that really were talented. I wish I could have had programs with. I was lucky enough to have my programs with Pepper Gomez. Just some of the great stars in the business. And I was lucky, very lucky.
Guys, we got about 10 minutes left. Anybody? What's your name?
My name is Jay. This question is for the entire panel. I was just wondering, throughout your careers as wrestlers, how big of a drive was it to attain, the various belts from federation to federation? How important was that in, wanting to go forward in the business? Was that something that was a factor, or was that not important at all?
I think belts are always important because that makes you the champion. No matter what level it is, you're still a champion. I remember guys I used to ask them when they go in the territory, hey, you think you'll get the belt? They say, I don't need the belt. I just want to draw money. Well, you moron. You only put guys on top that draw money that have the belt. Now, there are guys that don't have the belt. They're tremendous hands that can be in programs and stuff. But mostly, you got to have a belt in territory because that's what they feed you. That's where you're going to make your money. Simple. I never had a belt.
Next question.
What does it feel like in the ring for anybody on the panel?
It's it's real good. It's exciting. It's a rush.
Feels like home.
Yeah, it is home. That's why we're still here. It is home. It's home to me. That's when I'm most happiest.
Next question.
My question is for Dusty Rhodes. I was watching Raw last week and I saw that they fired Jim Ross over, I guess from announcing anyway. And there's been 3 announcers that I admired since like the 80s is Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon and Jim Ross. They just have a great style of how they're on the mic. And I just wondering, how do you feel about that? And where they're going with the announcers' perspective of how they're going to go with announcing.
Well, I think that Ross is, he's got the best call in the industry. He makes you feel like it's a Super Bowl game. He calls a match. It's a main event. It's an amazing call. Kind of throwback to the Garden Soli days. He was by far the greatest of all time. And Monsoon and Bobby and they were untouchable, but Ross had to probably, forgive the words, kids hide your ears, but piss somebody off down the road there, but he was the best. He's going to be a big loss. I was amazed, but, I don't know who's going to take his place unless it's the plumber's son from Austin, Texas. We'll wait and see. Then it won't be no loss. It'll be a gain.